review. Well, as you know, the Southern Football League has an official sponsor, All Sport Insurance. Play insured. It will be required that every Southern Football League player have insurance because you never know when you'll need it. And that brings me to this. I'd like to introduce you to the Gwinnett Jets head athletic trainer, Jay Nierenhausen. Jay, how's it going?
Good.
All right, great. Now tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to get involved in the medical staff.
Well, I've got an undergraduate degree in athletic training. I went back and got my master's in education. I kind of got into the field just because I had a surgery when I was in high school. Kind of ruined all my sporting career, but got me on the path to stay into sports. I wanted to stay on the field with the athletes, and I never wanted to hang up my cleats. So it's kind of why I got into it. I've got about 5 years of experience working with various sports and different age groups from Pee-wee to college and semi-pro. And I'm going on my second year working with the Gwinnett Jets.
All right, well that's excellent, and you did a phenomenal job last year. Quickly, which injury do you see the most of in football?
You see more hamstring pulls, more muscle pulls than anything, bumps and bruises. Occasionally you get the big injuries, ACL tears, broken bones, but for the most part, just bumps and bruises and pulled muscles.
All right, so what would you say is the responsibilities of the team trainer, whether they're practice or a game event?
Well, our main job as an athletic trainer for the team is to ensure the safety of the athletes, and that goes as far as making sure they're wearing the appropriate equipment, all the way up to giving them dietary suggestions for what they should be eating during the week, and also their pregame meal. Trying to stay away from the greasy foods and trying to carb load so that they have that quick energy for the games. Along with that, we do pre-game evaluation and treatment of injuries. We do this at practice and at games. We do taping and stretching prior to games. We also do post-game evaluation and treatment, just to try to help keep the kids and the athletes healthy and trying to decrease the amount of time that they're out of play.
Gotcha, understood. Now with the Southern Football League being what we call a summer-fall league, and a lot of the games will start later in the evening when it's cooler, but what are some precautions, again, that players need to take? Because sometimes kickoff may have the temperatures exceeding the 90s.
Well, the first thing they need to do is make sure that they hydrate. They need to get plenty of water, eat right, not a lot of carbonation, soda drinks, caffeine, a lot of water or Gatorade or Powerade, something that will hydrate their body so that they don't cramp up and overheat. With the condition, heat conditions outside, you run the risk of overheating, dehydrating, getting heat stroke, heat cramps, heat illness. So they just need to really keep themselves hydrated and help prevent a lot of those type of injuries. Gotcha,
understood. Now, why do you feel it's important for the Jets or any other team in the Southern Football League to have access to a trainer?
Well, the Gwinnett Jets, they're setting, starting out with the understanding that they need to have an athletic trainer. They understand the importance of the quick, immediate response that the athletic trainers provide at the games. We are trained in emergency procedures, so most coaches aren't trained in that. If anything, they're trained in basic first aid, CPR sometimes, but for the most part, we're there to do anything from, with football being a contact sport, you may have a catastrophic injury, meaning someone needs to be spine boarded, they have a broken bone or torn ligament that coaches don't really know how to react to that kind of stuff. So having us there gives a quick, immediate response of, all right, this person needs to go to the hospital, or you can take it easy. Go see an orthopedist on Monday, or if you have a concussion, just watch this, and if you see these signs, you need to go to the hospital. We have a better understanding of that, whereas most athletes don't have that understanding. They just want to go out there and play. It also gives the coaches the opportunity to do what they do best, is coach. We take care of the injuries during the game. We take care of stretching during the game. We do the taping and the stretching prior to the game, and it just gives the coaches that opportunity that they don't have to worry about that aspect of the game. That's taken care of. They're there. They can coach the team the way they're supposed to coach.
Gotcha. Well, that's why one of the things me and you had talked about previously, but All Sport, which is providing the insurance, and every player will have to have that. Are you in agreement that every player should be able to have and provide their insurance?
Yes, insurance is huge. You never know what's going to happen. You're playing with fire with not having insurance. You have some sort of injury that requires you to go to a hospital in an ambulance. You're paying for the ambulance fee. You're paying for the emergency room fee. And then if you got to go to specialists after that, you're just paying all these fees. And if you don't have insurance, you're coming out of pocket for it. So I think it's a good idea to have insurance to make sure that you're financially able to take care of that injury. As well as if it's a supplemental insurance to what you already have, so that if you are out of work for some reason, that you are going to be able to, sustain life.
All right, great. Are there any internal injuries that a player needs to be mindful of if they get hit wrong, or something internally that you may not see every day, but a guy can get hit the wrong way? What type of internal injury does a player need to be mindful of?
You can have a ruptured spleen. You may be puncture a lung. You may have some sort of intestinal issue if you get hit in the abdomen. Some of the signs and symptoms that you'll see for that, a lot of it causing internal bleeding, which means that you'll have a decrease in blood pressure, which means you'll have blurred vision. You may feel faint, dizziness. Those are the kind of signs and symptoms that you will see with some sort of internal injury.
Well, Jay, I thank you for a great insight. I just got a couple questions for you. I'm not playing, but I get to jumping up and down when the Jets get a touchdown. Do I need to do vocal exercises, or can I get stretched before the game or something like that?
Sure, come on down.
Great. See, they even take care of us. Hey, Jay Nierenhausen, Head Athletic Director for the Gwinnett Jets. We've got more coming up next right here on Jets Week in Review.